In this video, we're going to take a look at an Amazon affiliate website, a real-life example. You'll also be able to get about 1,000 keywords for this website. If you head over to nichesiteproject.com/YouTube keywords, you'll be able to get all these keywords for this site, plus several others. So in total, it's over 15,000 keywords. And again, they're actually profitable keywords that you can use on your own or just use them for research. So let's get to the video. Hey, what's up? It is Doug Cunnington here from Niche Site Project, and we are taking a look at real life Amazon affiliate sites. And this one displayed here is called Live Longer Running, and they review treadmills, right? So you can see right at the title, they review treadmills. They've updated the title with 2017, so they're trying to keep things up to date. We'll go through some of the critical stats here, but I can just give you my impressions. It looks like a slightly unique theme. It doesn't look like all the other review sites out there, which is kind of nice. It's a pleasant color scheme overall, light blue, and it just looks like a fairly small niche site. You can clearly see that they are affiliates, so they mentioned they're an affiliate. They don't spell out Amazon here, right? But that may indicate they have other affiliates that they work with, which is interesting. So they do have some recent posts, and at the time when I analyzed this site the first time, it was a few months back, and they had 25 pages at that point in time, which we can see here. So here's some of the critical stats, and I just want to share that with you pretty quickly here. It was founded in 2013, September of 2013, and there are about just under 1,000 keywords that rank in the top 100. There's a wide range of the estimates for visitors, which I pull from SEMrush and SimilarWeb, and it's somewhere between 1,000 and 8,000, which is a giant range, but it's really hard to estimate traffic, especially when you get into the long tail traffic, which this site may have. One reason why I think there may be long tail traffic is because it looks like in about the middle of 2014, the site got some sort of a penalty, or maybe a lot of the links that they were using were no longer valid. And you can see it's sort of been on a decline here for quite a while. However, that said, you can see that they're noting this is best-selling treadmills of 2017. So we do see that they are continuing to update the site, so it's obviously making some money. Additionally, we see there's only 25 pages, and we could verify that pretty quickly here. I'll show you real fast. If we just pull in pull up a new tab, we call these tabs, and then we can simply check how many results are coming up here. So 25, so they haven't added anything new. They've only changed the title here. So that's interesting to note. And I'll just kind of tell you a couple other things once we go through the metrics. Last to note is per SimilarWeb. So all these stats are from SimilarWeb, which are purely estimates, but it looks like people spend just under a minute, and they go to 1 to 2 pages. So let's look at a couple of the reviews, and I'll just arbitrarily start clicking around here. So let's look at their comparison chart. In the Amazon affiliate game, we like to have charts, and I'll say their chart is really I like the style. They put a little care into it, so that's kind of cool. And they have a link to Amazon, right? So they link it up to Amazon here, and then their actual review is here. So that's kind of nice. So people can check it out on Amazon, or they can look at the review. One thing that this is just a minor stylistic thing on the table. I would make this row right here, or sorry, this column, I would make it wider, right? I would make these two smaller. I would make our rating smaller and even these two smaller so that we could fit more on one column. So that would be super cool, or sorry, one view. So essentially this is all scrunched up and it's harder to read, and you can only see like 3 bits of information here. And it'd be cool if we could see it all together, right? So anyway, it's a reasonable table. They list the prices here. This is a violation of the Amazon operating guidelines, right? So this is a problem. If Amazon checked this out, they would either like kick out this associate, or they would, temporarily put a hold on their account. But you're not supposed to put the price here. That's a problem, right? So it's interesting to note that they've done that. Additionally, our rating may or may not be confused with Amazon's ratings, and you're not supposed to do that either. What I like to do instead, I picked this up from a friend of mine, Rob. He says he puts his own rating in there, right? But he doesn't make it 1 through 5 or 5 stars. He makes it something totally different. So let's say, I'm a big fan of Noah Kagan and OK Dork. He does tacos, right? So on the Sumo Me site and AppSumo, they have a taco rating, right? So it's like 5 tacos or 20 tacos, whatever. But the point is, if you use the same number of stars, there could be some level of confusion in the fact that they are listing the price here and they have a rating. That's not the greatest thing. I mean, they're violating a couple things here just on one page. So that's a bummer. What we can do next is just take a look arbitrarily, right? So let's, this is an expensive one, right? Let's take a look at the review there. And quick note, right? If I was this person, I would put the most expensive item at the top because that'll get the most clicks. I have to scroll down for a while before I get to it. And guess what? If I was looking on my phone, I'd have to scroll down even more, and who knows what this thing would look like. I mean, this whole table could be a mess on somebody's phone. Okay, so let's go take a look at this specific review. Okay, so they keep the same navigation and template and all that stuff. And, oh, well, now what happened? So I clicked on it, and then it kicked me back out to the home page. So that's a problem, right? I can't even get to the review. So this is kind of a bummer overall. Let's try one more time, just see what's up here. Let's see if we can get to any review. No, it doesn't look like. What the hell? That's kind of crazy, right? Okay, let's go to one of these and see if we can get to a review. All right, Pro Form, we'll try this one. Again, I'm just arbitrarily looking, and boom, we could actually get to it. That's cool. All right, one issue, right? Can't see the image here, so that's a bummer. Let's take a look. I'm a bit of a runner myself, so okay. I mean, it seems straightforward. It doesn't look like it is like poorly written. It looks like it's fine. It provides some information, and if I actually cared about the product, it may give me a little information. I would mostly be interested in the like actual features and stuff. Like, what are the health benefits of using this product? This is probably a really dumb, I'll just be blunt, this is a really dumb thing to put in here because all of the products should offer relatively the same benefit if they're just doing treadmills. So this is like a stupid thing to put in here. I don't know why that would be important. So, yeah. Just moving on, what do others have to say about it? So it's cool to have this section in here. This also, I mean, that's a violation of the Amazon terms of service, so you can't do that, right? You can't pull their information. One reason why is like this right here could change. So the only way you could display this information if you're pulling it from the API from Amazon. One way to do that is through their native ads, and it'll pull the information. It'll actually pull the pricing, it'll pull an image, it'll do the ratings, provide lots of information, and you can have it on your site, but only if you're pulling it from the API. The reason why is when you hard code it like this person has here, it could be out of date. In fact, if I went and looked at it, it may or may not be 3.6 out of 5 stars. And they're actually saying it's from Amazon, so if it's inaccurate, then it's misleading. That's not cool. The other thing that you cannot do is quote this stuff here. So lots of issues here, which is super interesting to note. Okay. Let's see if there's anything else. Okay. So one thing they did really well is like check reviews on Amazon. I do like to do this. So if you click on this, it should send the person over to Amazon so they can actually check out the reviews by people. You can do that. It's a really smart thing to do because people are often interested in the actual reviews. Okay. The last thing to note here is I have to scroll all the way down to even get to their affiliate link here. I would make sure that there were at least a few ways to get over to Amazon through their page, and I would put one at the very top also. So they're not really helping themselves out. I suspect the conversion rate could be improved quite a bit just by making sure like there was more ways to get over to Amazon and more ways to get over to Amazon early. Okay. Lastly, we'll just take a quick look. It looks like they have, kind of a blog section. So we'll look at workout advice, how to burn more calories, how to burn more fat and calories. So they are trying to, have some more information in here. It looks like, honestly, they were just lazy and they didn't format these. So I would probably, put some formatting, make these like H2 or H3 headlines here. So it looks like they sort of hastily put this together. And let's see if there's anything notable. One other thing, I often look at, there's like no persona here. There's no personality. It looks like it was, this writing is super dry. It's very, not necessarily academic, but it doesn't sound personal at all. Additionally, they don't have like an about page to provide like a persona or anything like that. In fact, they don't even have a contact page, and we can look in the disclaimers. So they don't say anything there. Privacy, let's see. The privacy statement, it doesn't look like, I don't think there's an email address here. So you really should have an email address for your site somewhere. And let's just see if there's an @ sign anywhere. Yeah, so there's no email address. There's no way to contact the webmaster. That's sort of a low credibility trigger overall. And we'll just double check the terms of service just to see. Okay, yeah. So there's a couple issues. So they're violating the Amazon terms of service in multiple ways. So that kind of sucks. And then they don't have these credibility triggers that, I may say, adding an about page, adding a persona. If I was interested in getting into running, I'd be very, concerned that I would be getting advice from someone who doesn't actually run on treadmills. So there's no indication that the person that wrote any of this information has any idea what the hell they're talking about. So if you have a website, if you're selling baby products or something like that, you should let people know that you have some experience with children. Or if you're reviewing outdoor equipment, it'd be great to understand that you actually do stuff outside. And if you're reviewing treadmills, it'd be really cool if you actually ran. So in fact, I'm about to run shortly at the gym, and so I would probably not trust much of the information here. So that concludes this particular example of niche sites, Amazon affiliate niche sites specifically. If you somehow found this one by itself, there's a bunch of others, and in the in the description for this video, there's a link to go check out, about 16 other sites. And additionally, you could follow the playlist or watch the playlist with all of these videos. So I'm tearing them down, and I'm being very blunt, very straightforward in these. So I hope you enjoy them. If you like what you're watching, then please subscribe to the channel, Niche Site Project. And again, I'm Doug Cunnington, so see you soon. Thanks. Okay, so don't forget to go grab the keywords. Like I said, you can get about 15,000 total. You'll also get a bunch of other tips and tricks for running a niche site, productivity, project management, scaling your business, all sorts of stuff. So head over to nichesiteproject.com/YouTube keywords to get all your free goodies. Thanks.